Hello. It's been I don't know, 5 months since I last posted my video, and it's been a long time, since then. And I thought to give you guys an update on the progress for LNC. All right, just to recap a little bit, we released an update on July 4th without the planned inclusion of Quebec. If you're not in the Discord, well, we host polls in there sometimes, and I hosted one specifically for Quebec. So we were having a problem, I guess, trying to finish Quebec in a timely manner. The map ended up being way more ambitious than we predicted, and so we pretty much just had a ton of features, a ton of changes finished in the test server, just sitting in limbo for months on end, simply because Quebec just holding up the update. Hence, we hosted a poll to exclude it, to delay it to another future update, and then push out the rest of the content into the main game. And so, you guys, or whoever's in the Discord, voted to delay Quebec and just release the rest of the content. And that's what we did on July 4th, because it's Independence Day. It was just a good date to release an update on. Anyways, that being said, are we working on Quebec now? No, we are not. So I'd say like Quebec is about 70% done. We haven't done voice acting. The map still technically isn't finished, but I would put it as probably within maybe a month's time to finish, if I'm correct. And so after that, after the map is finished, we have to worry about character voice acting, animation, which is gonna definitely take a lot of time, and then ultimately playtesting, and also scripting, because I'm not done scripting a map. So with all of that in mind, I feel like I have two options basically. One is that we push it further back than intended to give ourselves more time to complete it, or we work on it straight away after the update we just dropped. And I chose the former because honestly, one of my primary missions in the game currently is to rework and I guess just generally improve a lot of our older maps. Since this is a history game, it is impressionable to not only a young audience, but also just people who don't know much about American history in general. And hence, we have a responsibility to make sure we present content correctly. And hence why I'm so gung-ho about, reworks. This does mean new content, like quote-unquote new maps, stuff like that, is going to be a bit more sparse for now. But I would only consider that temporary until the majority of the reworks I wanted to get in have been implemented. And so with that in mind, the next update is gonna include two reworks instead of Quebec. One is Kings Mountain, which you can see right here. And then the second is the bombardment of Fort McHenry. Why these two is, well, I chose Kings Mountain and McHenry to work on for this next update because they're smaller maps. Geographically speaking, they take place in a smaller area. And it just means it's faster for us. It's easier and faster for us to work on as opposed to something like Yorktown. And so the philosophy I plan on taking for the next few updates for this game is spreading out ambitious maps so that we're not working on them back to back, because I really don't like the idea of, making you guys wait such a long time to get new stuff. And also in between, just releasing smaller new maps or smaller reworks until they're done. And so that's the plan moving forward. Also, this may or may not happen, but I do also want to create a new Halloween event. Me and the dev team already talked about it briefly. We would want to set it in Roanoke, if you know about that, so that you guys have a seasonal event to enjoy for Halloween, just like what we did with April Fools. As to whether or not we will get to it is really just dependent on how fast McHenry gets done. If it's feasible, we'll try to launch it in October, but if it's not, we will have to skip it and then just focus straight on Quebec. My hope for Quebec is to launch it in December of this year, probably around mid to late September. Fun fact, the depiction of Quebec we're working on actually occurred on December 31st of 1775. So there is a small chance that we release the update on New Year's, if everything goes according to plan. And we don't have to do New Year's. We could always do Christmas Eve, any other day. It really just depends on if we get done in time, which I'm hoping we will. So yeah. And I don't think I really have much more to add on to this other than how we are attempting to resuscitate our wiki after it being in neglect and disrepair for so long. And that I kind of want to host a Q&A. I think it'd be fun to work on a Q&A video, just answer some of your guys' questions and just to put out some content in between these progress update videos. So if you have a question, just leave it in the comments. And hopefully I get enough. And if I do, then I'll create a Q&A video out of it. Anyways, that's it for now. Join the LNC Discord if you want to chat with other people about the game or just in general. We also occasionally post sneak peeks there on new content. So if you're interested in that stuff, then the Discord is the place to go. Anyways, thank you for watching. As I said, leave a comment or a question down below and I'll respond to it next video. Thank you again for 1,000 subscribers and also for playing the game if you have or whatever. Anyways, peace out then. See you next video. Bye.